Hello everyone, my name is Rami Jane D. Calibo. I am currently studying at Andres Bonifacio College, and this time I am going to discuss about what is symbolism. Symbolism are recurring images, patterns, and ideas from dreams and myths across various cultures. Now these symbolisms, this could be an object or an archetype that had appeared in a story several times, and it signifies something on why that story happened that way. And right now I am going to show to you some common examples of symbolisms that had appeared in a story or a movie. First, we have heroes. Heroes are the most important character in a story because a story cannot become a story without these heroes. And there are common examples of heroes. We have Aang in the Avatar The Last Airbender. He was the one, or he was the hero of that story because he was the main character and he's the avatar, of course. And it is because he's the hero of that movie because a hero faces a lot of challenges and tests and trials before he before a hero could bring the world back in peace. Now his main job or main goal for his journey on becoming an avatar is to defeat the Fire Lord Ozai. This is what he looks like when he becomes an avatar. His blue arrow turns into white. He takes his power out or shows his power. Then we also have Chihiro in the cartoon movie Spirited Away. Now Chihiro is the main character and she's also the hero of that cartoon movie because she was the one who had helped find a way on how to let the bathhouse witch turn back her parents into human because that witch had turned her parents into pigs, and luckily she was able to help her parents become humans again. Then we also have Tristan Thorn. Now Tristan Thorn is the hero of the movie Stardust because his job was to get the star, and that star was actually a girl, which he first thought of is a rock. And his job is to get that star and bring it back to Victoria Forrester, which is his first love, because his first love would only marry him if he would get that star. But before he came home, he had faced a lot of tests and challenges before he get home safe. Then we have the shadows. These shadows are actually the villains or the enemies of a story, or the enemy within. In the movies, we have the villains of the Avatar The Last Airbender, which are the Fire Nation. They were the villains because they were the ones who started the War of the World in that certain movie. And it is because of the Fire Lord Ozai. This is how he looked like. And he wanted to rule the world. Now their ordinary world is the people living there were living the four elements, the fire, water, air, and wind. And he wanted to rule the world. He wanted to be the one higher than those elements. Then we also have the villain of the Spirited Away, which is the bathhouse witch, Yubaba. Now Yubaba is the one who had turned Chihiro's parents into pigs, and this is the reason why Chihiro has to find a way on how to save her parents, turn back into humans so they could go back to the human world, because they were spirited away into the world of the spirits. We also have the villains of the Stardust. Now these villains, these three old women were actually the three witches of the story, or they were so-called the Lilims of that story. Now, they were the villains because they wanted to take the heart of the star because it could bring their youth again, because they wanted to be young again. And that made them the villains of that story. Now we also have the Herald. Now the Herald is the one that had sent the hero into his journey. This could be a thing or a person or an event. For example, now in the cartoon movie Avatar: The Last Airbender, the herald there are the Fire Nations, because they are the ones who had sent the hero into his journey on becoming an avatar so that he could restore the world. Then we also have the Herald in Stardust. The Herald in Stardust is Victoria Forrester, or the first love of Tristan Thorn, because she was the one who had sent Tristan Thorn into his journey on getting the star so that Tristan could marry her. Then we have allies. Allies, these are people or persons that help the hero overcome his journey or the circumstances or the obstacles that the hero had to face, and they were the ones who helped the heroes in order to be successful of his journey. Now we have in the movie Avatar, the allies of Aang in that movie were Sokka and Katara. Now Sokka and Katara are brother and sister. He met these two when Katara and Sokka found this young boy or child, Aang, into the water world or the ice world. And because of that, it started their journey when Avatar Aang started learning the four elements on how to defeat the Fire Lord of the Fire Nation. Then we also have Haku in Chihiro in the Spirited Away. Haku is actually a dragon, and he is the ally of Chihiro in that movie because Haku helped Chihiro on how to help her turn her parents back into humans through working with Yubaba. Then we have colors. Colors are also archetypes that appeared in a story, and it signifies something. Then we have red, color red. In the movie Tangled, her Gothel or the witch that helped the hero of that movie, the one who had raised the little girl in that movie, is the witch. And red is a very intense color, and it symbolizes danger, could be love, or this color could stimulate our blood pressures in our veins, and it could stimulate our emotions, and color red could also make us angry. But in this certain cartoon movie, the scarlet red dress symbolizes danger because the mother of the hero or the main character of that story would try is the one that is very dangerous because she has to do anything for her to be young again because of the hair of the main character, and it brings the character into danger. Then we also have purple. Purple is a very mystique color. It symbolizes royalty. For example, Tristan Thorn became the king of Stormhold in Stardust because the color violet had appeared in the story several times, especially in the eyes of his mother. It was color violet, and also in other certain events that happened in that story. But color violet had appeared many times, and it symbolizes royalty, and this is the reason why Tristan Thorn became the king of Stormhold. Then we have color black. Color black symbolizes mystery and darkness and also danger. Now in the story or the movie Stardust, there is a carriage with 4 black horses. Now it also symbolizes danger in that story because when Tristan had led their way on the inn of the Lilim was the reason why it signifies danger, because the the star was there at the inn of the Lilim, and she had captured the star, and that time she was going to take out the heart of the star. Then we also have color blue. Color blue symbolizes calmness. Now in the story of the Stardust, the color blue, or there is a cat that has a color blue that had appeared in the story, and it symbolizes the mother of Tristan Thorn because her mother wears blue dress, and that cat, Tristan Thorn had seen that cat when he was little, and it symbolizes that his mother was not far from him. Then we also have sunrise. Sunrise symbolizes rebirth. For example, sunrise symbolizes new beginnings, and in certain movies, sunrise appears mostly at the end of the journey of the hero because it symbolizes new beginnings, and mostly the heroes here are now done with their journey, and it symbolizes new beginnings because for example the Avatar, there's a sunrise because the world is now in peace. And then we have water. Water symbolizes purity, and it also symbolizes a wise man. Now in the story of the Little Prince, he had found a well on the desert, and the Little Prince is a very wise boy because he always tries to find a way on how to find water so that they will not die from thirst. And that is all, everyone. Thank you for watching.